Can you make the thing live?
Yeah, it's live now.
Oh, cool. You there? Ad? Hello? What the fuck? Oh, you're there. You're taking a break too.
Yeah, you know, I was trying to connect my speakers at the same time, but it takes some time because I hate these fucking headphones all the time on my fucking head.
Oh, yeah, I don't like headphones neither.
Yeah, I got my
I mean,
speaker here, so
I could deal with it when recording tunes and stuff. That was fine.
yeah. Hold on, let me connect this shit. This goes in.
Yeah, that is quite a trip, man. Like that boogie beat you said it was boogie
Yeah, you know, like with
with a freaking Cajun waltz. I never imagined that. Like the because it works, but like it's a total hybrid. It's really a neat concept. I don't know how many of the purists would like it, but
Yeah, well,
I mean, God bless them. I mean, if they don't want their music changed, then that's cool. But I'm from Baltimore, and you're from Holland, and
yeah.
then now you're from in Quebec. You've been since the '70s, right?
No, since '98.
'98. All right, yeah. So you started the punk thing out in Holland.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect my headphones for a sec, so I won't hear you.
That's all good. Well, I guess you can hear me. Mm-hmm. If anybody's out there and wants to join, I don't know if we have the link in the stream or in the YouTube. Shit. Let's see if I can figure this out here. Yeah. I want to pin this.
Ah, my speakers work. Good.
Okay, so I want to pin it. Wait a minute. Why is that?
Hey?
There's an echo.
Oh, hold on. Is it me?
It might be. Well, yeah, I don't know. It might come out of your speaker. There we go. I know. Am I coming through your speakers?
Yeah, you're on my speakers now.
Yeah, that's no big deal. I'm gonna get on YouTube and put the StreamYard link for people who want to join. And as long as you know they're cool and they don't fuck with me and fuck my stream and our stream, then that's all good.
I turned on my echo cancellation here, so
Yeah. If I decide to play any Cajun accordion, do you think you can tweak the audio?
yeah,
Oh, dude, you're the
no
man.
problem.
You're the man.
So Russia has mastered the art of
Your channel.
they know.
Johnny List is here.
Hey, Johnny List, how you doing, buddy?
So the Russians learned this in Mario for the Battle of Mario. The desperation that Zelensky had to the
How do I get to mucking with the? I gotta.
You know what's surprising? That you're not blue.
Yeah, well, that is surprise. That is weird. And you know what? I don't even have my overhead light on. If I'm not blue, eventually it'll turn blue. But I've got the camera elevated on top of an accordion, so.
And you got your curtains open.
No, they're closed. It's like. Oh shit! I'm going to get the StreamYard link for people. Oh, Johnny List is in the StreamYard. Okay, so you found how did you put the link in the Did
No,
how did this
no, it's
happen?
just the comments. He's not in the stream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's comments from YouTube. All right, so now
Yeah,
I'm getting the.
they show up here.
If you want to join Johnny, I'll put up the StreamYard, man.
You want me to
But,
put it up?
well, I've got it copied. Now I'm gonna
Okay.
paste it. Here we go. All right. I should pin it, but whatever. I don't think we're gonna have that many comments that the pin will go away.
Yeah.
I mean, the link that I put up there. I don't think we're gonna have that many comments, so whatever.
Did Nathan cut your hair?
Yes, he did, and he did a good job this time. It's hit or miss with him. I mean, I never smoke the doobie around him because I think that kind of gets him feeling a little too creative and maybe a little not too good at it. You know? I mean, like he'll just do something that he thinks is good, and then he'll have to go back and fix it and do whatever. He's not a hair cutter, but he's a natural with shit. You know, you can see him with occasion accordion how great he is at that.
Yeah.
And also art. I mean, he's just a natural, and so is his siblings.
I liked his little stop motion videos.
Oh yeah, the claymation thing. Yeah, he put a lot of work into that as a kid. And they're still on YouTube. That seems like fucking forever ago. He's now 27, and back then he must have been maybe 13, 12, something like that, maybe 14. Seems like yesterday I was fucking 15, man.
Seems like ages ago for me.
Yeah, you're 62, so you got so I'm 44, you're 62. How many years you got? You got 22 years on, or how? 23, yeah. So you've lived 23 years longer than I have, and you can still play the punk rock like a motherfucker, like Johnny Ramone.
I can only do that for one song, and I have to warm up before I do it.
Yeah, me too, man. Fucking warming up is essential for everything. And if I can warm up and my fingers don't fail me, then everything's good. But usually it's not too easy to do unless I eat some good food or something. Or smoke some good pot. That's the whole big deal about like if I'm smoking relatively we should probably make this adult stream because I don't know how YouTube. I'm gonna show some buds on this stream. I mean, I don't know. It's just a whatever kind of stream. So, I mean, fucking, I don't know if maybe the AI knows exactly what a marijuana flower looks like. This one's called X Trophy Wife, and I just called it X. It's just kind of a funny name for a strain. It's not like anything relating to its parents, its lineage. It's just X Trophy Wife. Yeah, these are some nice buds that I got from Wisconsin. I didn't get this from a dispensary. You really can't find buds like this anymore because it's all pre-packaged. It's not junk, but it's pre-packaged, and they fucking cut this in 3 pieces, like something. It's fucking stupid. It used to be for Star Buds. It was all fucking deli style, where you pick out the buds that you want, and now it's just all pre-packaged shit that's been sitting in probably a fucking warehouse for God knows how long. And they can keep it seeming fresh until you put it in a jar, and then it's just kind of the terpenes change, I don't know if that's just how it is because it's been locked up in a jar, a fucking leaky ass jar. That's what these dispensaries do, man. They put the stuff in leaky fucking jars. You can smell it from outside the jar. If you can smell the pot from outside the jar, then they gotta fucking clean up their act. I have yet to find a airproof, airtight jar that any bud comes in anymore. Period. Prepackaged has always been my enemy, dude. It's just a ripoff for me. I don't. To my mind, it's a ripoff. But since COVID, yeah, they fucking finally opened up the deli style, but for the most part, it's still all prepackaged. All the streams are prepackaged, and they're getting like maybe 4 or 5 strains that they feature for deli style, like where you can pick out the buds you want, and you can look at that, you can smell the shit. It's all in this like metal kind of tray,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the shit you want, and that's a thing of the past because of COVID. Fucking COVID. Stupid bullshit. Fucking retards. What's wrong with our with westernized society in general? I'm sure a lot of Easterners got but if they were forced to take the vaccinations, like Africa probably, like fucking Bill Gates went into Africa and gave people some kind of vaccination that left like a whole bunch of women paralyzed.
Hey,
That's not
Nate.
on the news.
What's up?
Oh, Nathan's here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nathan, you want to join the stream? The link's on the YouTube. If you want to join, brother, you just gotta be careful not to play any King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard. Is that what it is? King Gizzard and the Wizard Lizard?
What the fuck is
that,
that?
that that got me a strike, and they had to cut 3 minutes out of the video, so that took like 24 hours or something like that.
Are you driving around? Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to get on here when you're driving. Although my friend Jedi does that. I don't know how he does that on the his cell phone. I don't know where he drives around.
Ah, fuck, man, that's good stuff. Oh, I thought you had a bottle of Canada Dry. It's a can.
Oh yeah, it's a can, and then I got a bottle of Smirnoff that I've been pouring in this plastic cup to get more plasticides. It leaches out all the plastic.
Yeah, Nate, you can do that from your phone.
Israel knows that if Hezbollah comes in, the majority of those troops will have to be diverted up north to deal with Hezbollah. So right off.
Oh, cool, Nate. That's cool, man. We'll do another stream. This is just like off the cuff. We're just streaming. It's not even an official Adje1960 and Bmorebusker show. This is not an official. This is a drinking game. No, yeah. I mean, like it's Saturday, and man, it's fucking 80 Fahrenheit here, man. I mean, it's probably going down a bit, but like how it got up to the high of 80 today in late October is beyond me, and it's supposed to snow.
There he is.
Wait a minute, you're home then?
No, he's in the car.
Oh yeah, all right. Dude, be careful, man. Be careful.
But you're driving a van or something?
Yeah, I'm not looking at you guys though.
Yeah, that's fine, Nate. Don't worry about that. He's got a big ass work van that I think you kind of like not, you didn't break the light bulbs, but you kind of just bumped them in my carport because the van was so tall. You just like remember that? And my dad was like, your grandfather, my dad, was like, yeah, I think Nathan might have bumped into your carport lights.
Well, remember we looked at it and there were light bulbs missing out of it, so it looked like someone.
Yeah, it wasn't missing. It just seemed, I think it was bumped or moved or something. Either that or he was like,
light bulbs were missing out of
Don't
it.
show your nose holes like that.
yeah, dude, I don't want to see your nostrils. No, next time, tweeze your nostrils. No, I'm kidding.
Hi, Denise.
Dude, you don't have to shut your thing off, man. I've done that before, like in pictures. Like when I had a girlfriend that she saw that, she's like, "You can't have your face up like that." Like, why? Because I can see your nostrils. Well, there's no nose hairs. I mean, Jesus. I'm not, and like back then, I didn't grow nose hairs. It's like, what the fuck? And there were no boogers neither.
Oh, your nose was clean, Nate.
Yeah, you got a clean nose, dude. Do you use one of those?
There's no coke in it.
Oh shit! I gotta plug this fucking laptop in. Oh my god! Of course, dude. This thing died.
The subject.
Are you working, Nate? Or what?
I'm just driving in the truck. I'm gonna go get some dinner.
Are you off of work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's Saturday. Are you still down for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm down for tomorrow.
How much time you got?
I got some time.
Cool, man. Can you help me get I have this new strap that's really fucking weird. And it's got all these instructions. Can you help me put the strap on this Irish bouzouki octave mandolin?
Sure. How's your guitar? Is your guitar ready?
What's that, brother?
To get it from the go around your guitar?
No, not the guitar. I don't really need a strap for that. The bouzouki is round like a fucking woman's body. It's weird.
What instrument just drop off that music go around?
No. I just need your help to put a strap on the thing. I've got a new strap.
All right, that's fine. But I'm saying if we needed to pick something up for music go around, we could also do that.
No, I just got the strap, dude, in the mail. What are you talking about, dude?
Look at my strap.
I got the strap after the fact that I got the bouzouki back and I can't play without a strap. And the other strap, I don't know where the fuck it went, so I got a new one. And it's really freaking weird how you have to put it together. It's freaking weird. It's got instructions.
Put it together with a piece of string.
Yeah, you'd think so, right? Oh, that's yeah, that's pretty cool. That worked. That's yeah, you unrigged.
Yeah, and I can't find my other guitar strap, which is super long. This Fender thing is not long enough.
I think maybe I should put my overhead light on. I am kind of blue. It's the blue light off the fucking television. I think even if I turn the overhead on, it's still gonna be like this.
The strap on.
Strap on.
Denise bought a guitar and tried to learn a chord, but all she did hurt her fingers.
Who was this?
Denise Matteau.
Oh, is she in the chat?
Yeah.
Hey, Denise, how's it going? Wow, cool, man.
Is yours, Jim? Is your screen like this big or something, or are you on the phone?
No, I've just got the plug-in webcam.
Nate, stop fucking around with your fucking phone. It's making bump noises.
Yeah, so Denise, what happens is like it does hurt your fingers for quite a while until you build calluses on your fingers, and then it's like nothing. But it takes a lot of time and a lot of pain. Like I had to grow my calluses because I hadn't touched stringed instruments in so long that I needed to regrow my calluses. And the worst thing to do is bite them off. I used to have a habit of that shit. Fucking biting off the calluses.
I got some on my fingers now,
Yeah, I mean, like you play the guitar a lot.
but I mainly use this finger and this finger. I don't use this one. My pinky. I
No,
don't.
your pinky, yeah.
I can't.
The pinky's always the hardest. I try. It's not as easy for me as it was. Did Nathan drop out?
No, I broke my pink once, and it's
You broke your pinky.
yeah. Once I hit a guy on this.
Oh no, man! So it left the shit. Dude,
Hi
I bet
there.
our
Just a minute.
oh
I gotta
hey
fix-
Denise,
Hi there. I gotta.
how you doing?
Oh,
You
pretty
fix your
good.
camera.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay.
I think I watched your
Yeah, that's
stream,
better.
your early stream. I think I saw that this morning.
Oh yeah, I kind of. Yeah, I noticed that I'm much better focused when I'm really pissed. But
Me too.
no, I did.
Oh,
I actually did buy a guitar. That's why I wanted the camera on so I could show you. Hold on a second.
cool. Is it an acoustic?
Wait a minute. Darn it! I lost my buttons here.
Do you have a guitar tuner?
Wait, hold on a second.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
both
I'm gonna
smoking.
get it here.
I feel like I'm out of touch because we're both smoking cigarettes and like everybody, like the young ones are like, ew, and they all want to
Oh, I
vape.
I smoke tobacco. Used to be a medicinal, you know, but people
Oh,
don't
I
know
know.
that.
Well, I can tell you one thing. When I was out busking, a cigarette in my mouth, it kept me balanced when I was playing the accordion. Yeah, that's an acoustic. Do you know the brand?
El Cheapo Stinko, Ashthorpe. I bought it in Amazon for $50 with a tuner. And I
Oh,
was
no.
thinking, I know what you're saying about practice because I'm supposed to do it 10 minutes a day. And I thought, well, I'll just do this one chord. And I found all these songs in YouTube that they teach you to play with one chord. So I said, well, I could do that.
Yeah,
And
that's a way to
I
start.
figured I would do it 10 minutes a day. And I was faithful for about 4 days. And I'm going to get back to it. I'm not throwing it away or selling it. I thought about selling it. I just helped a neighbor of mine buy a guitar. And we were supposed to, be doing something with it. Within 3 days, he pawns it.
Oh,
So he pawned the
shit.
guitar. And then he didn't want to tell me he pawned it. So he made up the story. Well, he's letting a friend hold it because this was during a point where we had some gang issues here. There was an apartment with a couple who were trying to turn this place into the hood. And
Yeah.
and my friend, he was really caught in the middle of it because he's a black guy. And he's like, no, this ain't happening here. And it's like, so it was really kind of. But he tells me, well, he had to give the guitar to a friend to hold for him while the landlord was trying to evict these people, which took about a month to carry out with about 15 police arrivals. And he thought, well, they're going to get into his apartment and wreck his guitar. So I said, okay, that sounds a little bit reasonable. And then he adds on to it, though. Well, he's paying his friend $60 for guitar lessons, and he's always borrowing money from people. So I said, why are you doing that? You can get free guitar lessons in YouTube. He said, oh no, but this is someone I work with. He's really cool. So then the gangbangers are out, and now it's safe. So I said, so you're gonna get your guitar? And he's like, well, I'm leaving it there because it's too much trouble to pack it and in and out of the car all the time. So he's holding it for me. I said, okay, so you're paying $60 for lessons, but you're not practicing.
Yeah, that's kind of like, okay,
Right.
he's got
And I
money
said,
to
you pawned it, didn't you? No, no, no. And he starts making
yeah.
more and more stories.
So show
Then
me
he
the
says,
chord that you learned.
oh, it's I don't think I can show it because I'm holding the camera in my hand. But
Yeah, then you don't have 3 arms.
yeah.
Put it down.
I'm gonna get the thing, but it's the one that, like, let me see. It's 3 fingers at the top. You've got the 3rd string and the 2 on the fat part. See how much I even know the notes?
The
The 3rd
fat
fat
part.
string and the 2 fat strings.
The
And
A and the
I think
E.
it's an F. Is it an F or an E? No,
Um,
it's an E. Because on my
yeah,
tuner, I always make sure it comes out as E.
yeah, you know the E chord, the E major.
I think that's what it is. But I don't, I mean, like I said, I only did it for about 3 days. And I said, well, I've
Is
got a
it this
project
chord?
that I'm just finishing. I think so. It looks like it up at the top there.
Can you see now?
Can you play
Yeah,
it?
The fat
yeah.
part.
Let me see if I can set this camera so that I can use it that way.
I got a 1-finger chord for you. This one.
A 1-finger chord? Hey, that might
Yeah,
be my
look.
speed.
But that you have to bar some. Well, what is that?
This is an A.
That's
Oh,
oh, well, yeah, I guess that can be an A. I
But
use 3
fix it
fingers
right.
for it.
if
Yeah.
you gotta learn this chord, but it takes a lot of practice. Then you can really play everything.
Bar chords are a pain.
Oh, yeah. Senor, haha. That's Texas French. Instead of monsieur, we say senor. That's what we do in Texas.
Monsieur.
Okay. You see? Uh,
That
is
sounds
that
out
it?
of tune.
Yeah,
It's
I
out of
didn't tune
tune,
it. I just let me,
but
it's been sitting there unused for over a week, so it's all out of
yeah,
tune.
string instruments go out of tune easily if you don't touch them.
I
It's
was thinking I should order nylon strings. Do you think that would be a good
No,
choice? Because
no,
no?
it's an acoustic guitar.
yeah,
Oh,
that
Nylon
needs
strings don't fit. Nylon is for Spanish guitars.
well, it's not meant for that. Like the slots are not fitted for nylon strings. But like you got the phosphor bronze that'll make your calluses good if you play enough. Like you said, like what 11 minutes a day or something, or 10 minutes or something.
well, yeah. There's one of the YouTube people has a thing up that's you do these exercises for 10 minutes a day. Now I
Yeah.
can't even get the tuner set up right here. I don't
Do you
know what.
have a snark? Is that what the snark tuner?
Oh, here it is. It says good. You got to push it until it says guitar. One of these little,
Okay.
that little thing.
Yeah.
Oh, those fucking things.
Yeah, you need a snark. A snark is easier to muck with. You don't need a
What's a snark?
it's a brand. It's a rounded thing and it just does the guitar tuning. You can tune it to whatever, any stringed instrument, as long as you clip it on it. You can, you don't have to select anything unless you want
Oh,
to. If you want to change the frequency, you can do that.
well, maybe you guys
That's,
can keep me motivated. You know?
yeah, I mean, like, just keep it up with the get your calluses. Your fingertips will become rough. It'll take a while, but it'll stop hurting.
Now that I'm talking to you guys, I will do the 10-minute callus buildup.
Yeah, yeah, do
And
it because it'll help. And in the end, and then you learn more chords, and then you can make some songs.
yeah, that's what I mean. I was joking around with somebody about, all the silly, crazy stuff that goes on. And we were making up new lyrics to Eleanor Rigby. That's a great song to make up lyrics to. And then I saw a one chord thing of how to play Eleanor Rigby with just one chord. So I said, well, I'm going to get a guitar and learn how to do that. And then we can perform our parody songs with the Eleanor Rigby tune. But, like I said,
I don't think
and
Eleanor
my
Rigby
friend
is
was
just
supposed
one
to
chord.
also be learning to play Eleanor Rigby, but it turned out he pawned the guitar. And then I got mad and I said, if you were going to pawn it, why didn't you just offer it back to me? Because the thing had cost $130 and he had paid me $100, still owed me to $30. And I said,
Yeah.
you could have pawned it back to me, and
Do you
then
know
I
what?
could have decided to do it. Oh, I didn't think you had. I needed $50, and I didn't think you had $50. They're like, oh.
Do you know what kind of guitar it was?
Oh, it was
What
another Amazon El Cheapo Stinko.
Amazon special?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was one with you get the electric guitar and a little amp and a little tuner like this. This came with my guitar, this little tuner thing.
Yeah. You know what
So,
else?
and it was $130 for that. The
Yeah,
acoustic was $50. So, and
that's
I'm also into off grid, so I needed acoustic because I know that the doomsday is going to happen, and I'm going to play my guitar while everyone dies.
me too. I'll play my accordion.
It's
Yeah.
That's what
tacos.
I used to think about. Hey, tacos, what's up, Sistel? So anyway, yeah, the guitar, like the El Cheapo one, like that is not gonna. It's probably not the best for your fingers. It's probably got terrible high action. I'm thinking it's probably got who knows what Amazon is divvying out. But
Well, it
my
looked
I saw,
guitar,
I saw, I
good.
saw a review lately on YouTube about the Amazon guitar, and they were quite good.
well, which brand?
Surprisingly,
My brother is a
I don't know which
guitarist,
brand.
and
Your
this
brother.
looks a lot like what he's
I
using. He
don't
would
know
only
which
use
brand.
this is
I'm
Ash
Ashford.
Ashthorpe. Ash? No, it's Ash. Is it Ashthorpe or Ash? I'm trying to read it. The label is in the back.
It could be hit or miss. I mean, with Amazon,
It's
because like with
Chinese.
electronics.
They make fake brands too, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, like it's one of those things. Like it's better to have something that's half decent.
Yeah, it's
Meaning like that.
Ashthorpe model B7,
That the
designed and specified in Florida, but
oh, no
manufactured in.
shit. It's American made. Wow, that's
No, it's
bizarre.
made in China, but the designer
Oh,
is in Florida. So it's American design.
designed in Florida but made in China.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's better than designed in China and made in China.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if you can
Are you
tell.
are you left-handed? Or no,
Can
you're
you
right-handed.
tell about
You-
the action? You're talking about the distance, right? From the
Yeah, yeah. It seems like pretty high action, doesn't it? Ad,
yeah. I wouldn't know.
would you
Hold on.
say that's pretty freaking high for an acoustic?
Yeah, but
that
show
seems,
it at the top.
that
At
looks
the
that looks like barbed wire almost. Like it's
show
like
it
so.
there. Yeah, there. Show it there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's pretty high. But you can file off the nut
That
there.
is that's definitely high. It
So
needs to be.
if I was to file this part, would that lower it?
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no,
You
no,
can
no.
do that.
No, man. You just gotta. Well,
I did that with
I
my
don't want to
guitar.
mess with it.
if you find a
Basically,
luthier,
what I should do is when I
It's not
get
worth
some
it to
calluses,
go have that thing all tuned up all the way for $50.
yeah.
well, like
But when
the
if I
saddle.
get my calluses, then I can go to a music store and test it before I buy it, right?
Well, I'll tell
Yeah.
you what. With strings that tall, you're gonna get calluses like. But it'll be painful as crap because that action
Oh, it's
is so
already
high
paid.
up.
It's
But
all.
You can
It's
also
like
do the guitar rod inside the neck. You can adjust that. I don't know
yeah,
where.
that
Stick.
keeps the neck straight. It's not to make the action better. It's just to straighten the neck with the truss rod. You
Truss
need
rod.
an Allen wrench of some sort, whether it's a female or a male, on the inside.
Taco says spray paint it and make it a planter.
Yeah, yeah. But like,
she might be
yeah,
having an appeal there because the ivy could come out of this hole and just kind of, and then I could still play it once in a while. I
but
don't know.
man, I got an octave mandolin that was like $400 some, but it cost an arm and a leg to get shipped here from Romania, and it's an Irish style octave mandolin slash bouzouki, which is originally a Greek instrument called a bouzouki. Excuse me.
I
And
love the,
you know what that is?
yeah, I've
Me?
listened to Greek music.
Yeah,
Lord
I
of the
can play.
Greeks, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, the Greek bouzouki is pretty shrill, but it's still a great instrument. But the Irish bouzouki's got phosphor bronze strings, so it sounds more chimey.
Hmm.
It has a nice chimey sound to it. Um, I wish I had that thing on hand right now, but it's on the other side of the bed. So what's going on in your life, Denise?
Oh, not too much. I decided to retire my garden outside and am moving everything into containers.
Yeah, I mean, like it's
Like
probably easier to deal with, I'm sure.
it is, it is, and
Yeah.
it's the bending and stuff that gets to me. And of course, we had an awfully long hot season this year, and you know, I just couldn't get out and deal with it. So I'm
It's
gonna
weird, man.
have
It's
it
like
to cool off.
November. It's October 29th now or
I think it's the
8th.
20.
28.
28, and it's 80 degrees outside, 80 Fahrenheit on fucking
Yeah.
October.
It's climate change, man.
Yeah, like no, I don't believe that, but
There's nothing warming up. There's nothing warming up. No, right? Yeah, sure.
but then it calls for snow this week too. So
Really?
how is
Well,
that
are you
possible?
up in the mountains?
There,
I'm on the Gulf, so we don't get snow down here.
I'm not in the
But
mountains at all. I'm in the outskirts of Baltimore City.
oh yeah, you might get snow there. But I'm on the Gulf of Mexico, literally looking out at the water from
Yeah,
this window,
there won't be. Yeah, you won't have
and
too much
we
snow
don't get
there.
we get hurricanes though. And we do get power outages whenever there's storms, although that's less. They did something to the power grid on this island because I'm on an island, and they did something so that we don't get as many power outages as I used to. But I always have off-grid
Froze up.
stuff ready.
Yeah, I used to get power outages all the time. Somehow they come, but they don't last too long. Like I think they fixed it a little bit because for years the outages would last for hours and hours and hours.
Oh, we'd have it for days. In
Yeah,
fact,
that
when we had Hurricane Harvey, I went with the evacuation, and my neighbor looked after my place for me. But it was really kind of funny because the mayor of Corpus Christi thought that the only people who took the evacuation bus were people who didn't own cars, whereas a lot of people who own cars are smart. They know you better be on the bus because if you get stuck in an emergency out, like what happened when Houston evacuated during Rita after Katrina, they
yeah.
had, if you have to have people go and rescue you on the highway, they're going to go and rescue the buses before they rescue individual cars, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And
yeah.
so you got
That
to think
dude,
about that. And so the thing is, the mayor thought, oh well, the bus is full of all those street people. So he kept
Oh,
telling the mayor of San Antonio, where we were at the Texas State Storm Shelter, he kept telling them that they couldn't come back because Corpus Christi was still underwater, which it wasn't. And then I'm getting texts from my landlord that say, are you coming back or what? Everything's fine. The electric's on. We got to get in and make sure there's no mold and blah, 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 blah. And so, what are you going to do? And so finally, I showed the director of the shelter the text. I says, listen, we got to get the bus out of here. Now, at the same time, they had 30,000 people coming into the same set of shelters from Houston because Hurricane Harvey was flooding Houston after it blew. It was supposed to blow Corpus Christi off the map, but instead it went a little bit north and blew Portland and Port Aransas. And Rockport. So they look at it and they said, well, we're going to have a meeting. And I went to the meeting in the cafeteria, and this guy comes up to stand beside me while I was talking with the director. And he butts in with, I know Joe. Joe was the mayor of Corpus Christi. He says, I'm his neighbor. And I thought he was going to stick up for him. So I says, well, you could tell Joe where he can kiss me. And he said, no. He says, I'm going to make a phone call. And he went out in the hallway and he came back in and he handed the phone to the director. And the director said, okay, we'll announce something. And just a little while later, there was an announcement. Corpus Christi people, get ready and packed. Your buses will be here to take you back in the morning at breakfast. And the guy who had said that told me he was actually the mayor's next door neighbor who had taken the bus because he didn't want to get stuck in a gridlock traffic in an evacuation. And he called the mayor up and told him he damn well better send those buses.
yeah, really. Oh my God.
That was kind of funny because Houston was horrible. Houston got it. Port Aransas and Port Rockport, they got wiped off the map, but Houston got it really bad.
I'm glad
Really?
I don't live down south, but in a way, it's drier down there, isn't it? I mean, like maybe not Louisiana, but like
Houston is bayou country. In fact, Houston, what they did, about Port Arthur, that's a Cajun place.
yeah.
And they tried to flood it out. In fact, there was a face-off between the Texas Rangers and the feds because they had to breach the dam above Port Arthur, right?
Yeah.
And they were going to do it at night, and they weren't evacuating. And the Cajun Navy was in there, all with small boats like usual, getting everybody out and trying to get water in. The FEMA people were trying to stop people from bringing water in, bottled water.
Navy.
Leave it to FEMA.
Basically a bunch of volunteers with little fishing boats. And what they do, every time there's a flood or a hurricane, anywhere from Alabama to Texas, they show up and they get people out because they have the little pirogues, the little boats that can flow into, if you got 3 inches of water, you can take a pirogue in there and get people out. So, so basically that's been going on for as long as there have been hurricanes. And the feds say, oh, no, you're civilians. You can't do that. And meantime, they're saying, wait a minute, you're going to breach the dam and there's people in Port Arthur that are going to be flooded out. It's going to be just like when they breached the levee in Katrina. It's going to be the same thing. And they're saying don't evacuate. So the Rangers put guns on them. They drew guns and pointed them at the feds. And they told the Cajun Navy, get in there and keep doing what you're doing. And the guy who was telling the story, he had it up in video for a while. And of course that got took down. A lot of the stuff that was telling the truth got took down.
Of course, right? Of
but
course.
During those few weeks, you're able to get the truth out for a short period of time because it's chaotic. And what happened was and then the Rangers also said there was a gun shop, a sporting goods, gun and ammo shop nearby, and told the guys, I said, go make sure that you got everything out of that shop and pass it around to everybody. And they kept the guns on the feds the whole time. And
Wow.
then the feds stood down and the evacuation went on. And we were seeing them start to arrive just as our buses were leaving. Oh, that train of buses was coming in with all those people from Houston. And I'll tell you something, Texas has a very strong storm evacuation system, and the feds, we don't need them. We really don't.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
They do more damage than they're good for anything good.
well, for
Feds
one
are
thing, they always send people in who really grew up in East Coast cities or West Coast cities, and they don't even know that, well, wait a minute, you're saying these are civilians? They know more about getting people out of the flood, going
then they
back to,
right?
you know,
Yeah, yeah,
they live in water,
yeah. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I live in snow most of the year.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
Around 4 months of the year.
Quebec, man. So that's like a big chunk of
Quebec.
your year.
I think it's
My
starting in
grandparents
November,
were from
pretty
the
soon.
border of Quebec in New Hampshire, Saint Remy. This little town of Saint Remy up there, right on the border. That's where my grandmother grew up.
In Quebec?
Yeah, I grew up in Massachusetts. My father was born in New Hampshire. My mother in Connecticut. I was born in Massachusetts. They met in the middle.
So you get a lot of snow up there too, ain't you?
Oh yeah, I grew up with snow, and I've been in Texas now for 23 years. I don't miss the snow. I sometimes miss a little bit at
I-
Christmas.
I could do
At
without
Christmas,
it.
I miss a little bit, but not much.
yeah, I'm not fond of snow, but I really don't like humidity. I can deal with dry heat. I could
Yeah.
probably do Arizona, except when it's 150 degrees or something, right?
Oh, nobody can do that.
I know,
Now,
right?
where
So,
I am is not as bad. I lived closer to Houston, and the humidity got to me. But here in Corpus Christi, we get humid season, but most of the year it's pretty dry. The air is pretty dry. If
Let
we
me
get a
check
breeze off the Gulf,
this.
it's moist, but then we get a breeze that comes across the land, and that's dry.
it's so nice, man. I got my window open at the end of freaking October. How is that possible? And it's like 80 degrees out, and I can't get my mind around it. I guess it's climate change.
Hold on, I'll show you.
No, it's not what they're spraying up in the skies. Not that. Even though
But
I can
that's
tell
where
you
it
that
is.
they're trying to be afraid of the sky like Chicken Little. They want you to be afraid to go out of your house. That's
I
what they
know
want.
it's that seems to be the agenda. The climate change agenda is a fucking clusterfuck. It's just like the COVID agenda. There's divide, conquer, control.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, they take a real problem that as our population is increasing, there's going to be more viruses. Plus, we do have these mad scientist creeps with their laboratories. So naturally, it's
Exactly.
going to happen. But then they took it and they turn it into something else. Same thing with climate change. Yeah, there's climate change, but we don't know how much is natural. The Earth has always done this. And
Oh
then
yeah.
on top of it, they're doing more damage with the mining that they're doing for lithium for all the electric cars than the oil and coal industries are doing. They don't tell
Well,
you that part.
it is a fact that they're spraying up in the sky that's not jet fuel or jet contrails. That there's
Yeah,
something
no,
that you've seen it, haven't you? And it
yeah,
spreads
I've
out into
seen
the
it, but at
fake
the same
cloud.
time, people are taking it into the level where you can't even enjoy going outside. I mean, I can, but these people are actually fearful of normal clouds, and you can't even talk to them about, learn what clouds look like so that you can tell the
Right.
difference. No, no,
Right.
no, it's all chemtrails, and they're putting, and this whole thing about this Morgello disease, that's imaginary. It's set up by the CIA. They take a real situation where they're doing something in some parts
Well,
of the country, because I did see, I saw
stream
it
clouds aren't
over
nothing.
Austin a lot, but I haven't seen it over Corpus Christi, where they do
I've seen it
it's a
everywhere.
crisscross grid.
No, it's more than that. It's everywhere, man. Like I was in Baltimore City at an appointment at Johns Hopkins for this surgery I had. I had a parendectomy. Parodectomy. I had this
Yeah.
big lump that was growing out of my face, and they cut it out, thank God. But like when my brother took me there, I could see these big trail clouds. They weren't contrails, and they sat there and they sat there. And then when we got out of the appointment, they were still there and they were spreading out into fake clouds. And all the way back to the county, it was the same thing. I could look in the sky and I'm like, Mark, look at this. This is just, he can't see it. And nobody can
No,
see it
no,
unless
you're right.
they're
But
up.
what I'm saying is, it's like, I'm talking to people that take it to the furthest extreme, where every single cloud that throws them into
No,
a
no.
panic.
I mean, you can
Because,
tell what's real and
what
what's
is
not.
really going on? I
You can
saw it
tell.
over Austin. I saw a crisscross grid, which
Yeah,
obviously is not natural, but
and
I
it's
have
not like,
not seen it over Corpus Christi. I look at the clouds all the time, and they mostly look natural.
yeah,
So, I
yeah,
think that they're doing it in certain places, but they won't tell
everywhere.
us exactly why.
Yeah, they don't tell us anything.
No.
Like the only thing that we know is that they're trying to block out the sun. That's what freaking Bill Gates is all on board with. He wants to block
He's
out the
nuts.
sun.
That guy is that's the thing. I think that there is some kind of real psychotic thing going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Out of,
That
like,
I
they're
know
all
that.
working out of an old 1950s comic book,
Right? Right? It's
except
like
they
a
think it's
freaking
science. And it's like, no, that's a 1950s comic book
exactly, exactly,
with the
exactly.
super
They're like a
villain.
bunch of evil villains. Like you got the Klaus Schwab of the WEF, the WEF.
Yeah. And
Klaus
Fauci. Oh
Schwab.
my God. The
You
evil in
will
that
own nothing and you will be happy.
guy.
The COVID-19 pandemic will be nothing compared to a what was it? A cyber pandemic. Dude, his words of like death and doom and like you will eat bugs and shit, like they're pushing for that crap.
It's
And if
crazy. It's just
God help
crazy.
them, if they want to bring that to America, then everybody's gonna fucking stand up and say no. They should have done that with COVID, but they didn't
Well, we
until it
did
was
down here. We said no because there were some doctors out of Baylor, which is a big medical
yeah,
university here, and they
yeah,
went before the state legislature and explained, because we have they did the research before COVID happened. They had already been treating people who come back from the Mideast with SARS, MRSA,
yeah, that's
and
right.
and COVID is related to that. It's the same symptoms, so they know how
Another
to treat the symptoms. And then the doctors that were following the federal directions were telling doctors here that they couldn't speak about, like, the whole lie they tell about the IV and mech, that guy, Ivamech, we'll call him that. That
I
wasn't just a veterinary thing. There has always been human form of that drug that's always
yeah.
been given to people for parasites.
Oh
And
yeah. In
they
fact, that's
lied
like
to the whole public. I think it
yeah,
was
like
Joe Rogan got in trouble, and he was actually talking about the human drug. And they were trying to tell doctors here, and because doctors here, like I say, they've been treating this stuff for all these guys that come back. We got all this military around here. San
Yeah.
Antonio has a hospital that's specialized in it, and they were trying to tell them that they couldn't, like, the stuff that I used was a natural form. Nigella sativa is where they get hydroxychloroquine, and that's the plant, one of the plants. They do it from several, but they get quinine from it. They get hydroxychloroquine from it. You can buy it as a spice and just take it in its natural form. And I had COVID, and I took the natural form, and it got me through. It cleared up because I even had the pneumonia going into the bottom of the chest that tells you it's COVID and not the flu. I
Yeah.
had that for about 2 days, and I had waited for the Nigella sativa to be delivered because I had mail ordered it, and it arrived, and within another 2 days of taking it, as well as doing some exercises, there's something, if you have a pulmonary issue, I forget what the name of it is, cystic fibrosis, I think.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have a thing where you can you get on all fours and you get down like this at the head, and so you put your back in a 45-degree angle to the, and you put a towel under there, and then you cough everything out, and it gets from the bottom of your lungs without strain because you're using gravity. It gets everything out.
Yeah. I should have thought of that. See, I had
And
chemical
and they
pneumonia.
were telling doctors not to tell people to do that. And the doctors in
Yeah.
Texas went to the state legislature, and Governor Abbott made a declaration. Nobody's to be required to wear masks if they don't want to. Nobody's to ask questions. You can't make the vaccine a condition of employment or travel or anything. No vaccine passports allowed in Texas. So he basically told everyone freedom of choice. And I
Yeah.
used that exercise, plus I took the Nigella sativa. Yeah, I made capsules out of it. I got some gel caps, and I took those
Now,
capsules, and then
is that related to cannabis? Because the only time I've heard the word sativa
no,
is related to cannabis.
no, sativa means cultivated.
No shit.
So
So
Nigella
I
would be a
never knew what
wild.
that
So
meant.
cannabis sativa is cultivated cannabis, because then you've also got cannabis indica.
Yeah. And what does indica
Right.
mean? I
I
never
don't
knew what
know.
that meant. I have all it means to me is like you're going to sleep.
No,
It's one of
I
those,
can't take cannabis. Cannabis gives me muscle spasms. I don't know. I'm allergic to it. It's not because when my
there are
ex-husband
some
likes to smoke pot, but I couldn't smoke it.
there's some ones that I've noticed, like, going through the, medical dispensaries, I've noticed there are some that make my spasms, like, that they're too sativa, but if they're hybrids of sativa and indica, that's where it's at, like, but
Well,
the
maybe
problem
indica
is
was the one that was people were smoking back in the day when, you had like Panama Red. Remember that? And Acapulco Gold. Remember
oh,
those?
that I think those are more sativa, those were 70 strains, so they're sativas, I'm
Yeah, but
sure, like
they were like what you got if you were cool, but everyone else was like smoking this homegrown stuff, which was probably Kentucky hemp.
yeah, yeah, right, and it has no effect at all.
Yeah,
Hemp, that
but
does nothing to you, really. I mean, like,
yeah,
if you're into CBD, hemp is good, I guess, if it has good CBD content, if they can test it for that.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't bother with any of it, but
yeah,
like I
see, I
say, that
shouldn't,
Nigella
but
sativa, I swear by that. And you can look it up there's a doctor in YouTube. His name is Mohad Bean. He's a Pakistani American,
mm,
and he has videos explaining why it works. Pakistan did medical tests on it, like on like 400 COVID patients, and they said that their household remedy in Pakistan is to mix it with honey. And he said, take the whole seed, not the oil, because you can buy the Nigella oil. But he said, take the whole seeds and mixed with honey was the most effective. So I
yeah,
took the whole seed and I put it in a jar
real
and
honey.
I covered it with real honey and then
Yeah,
pour the honey off after it turns black because it's black cumin. That's the other name for it, black cumin.
yeah,
And it's a spice that you can use in cooking. So I
I
put
used
the
to cook
honey
with
over it.
cumin all the time. I used to make curry a whole lot when I was younger. But it'd be
But this
more
is
like curry
different.
gumbo. I'd add potatoes and okra and everything, man, and spinach
Yeah.
and shit. That was some good stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
No, well, the Nigella is not really the same as the curry, but they have it the same name.
It's a different breed of a different form of cumin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And like I
Does
say,
it
and when
smell
what I did
anything
was
like it?
when the honey turns black, you pour it off through a strainer, and then you've got cough medicine.
Yeah. Well, like, have you ever heard of limonene?
Limonene? No.
Limonene, Limonei,
Limon?
INE, limonene. It's
That's a
in
Mexican thing, isn't it?
well, it's in cannabis. It's also in tangerine peels, and they make extracts of limonene where it's so powerful that it like burns your lips if you get it on your lips, but it's just like a citrus kind of burn, and
Hmm.
it's not something you want to. All right, so what I did, I had a thing where I had um what I think was chemical pneumonia, where I choked on a protein drink that it went way down in my lungs. But I think it also, my nephew was coming around and he was hanging around his friends who had COVID. I never got COVID that I know of, but I did have choking and coughing and shit for days and days after I choked on the protein drink, right? So what I
Yeah.
did, like, and I lost my sense of smell for like 2,
That's
3 weeks.
part of COVID.
So
Losing your
yeah,
sense
that
of smell.
I think the COVID wouldn't have affected me if I had not choked on that protein shake. That's what set it
Probably.
off. If I had COVID, I don't know. I never got tested for it, but I couldn't smell, taste, or anything. Well, everything tasted like cigarettes on acid, and
Yeah.
and and smell was just hindered. But
Huh.
the oh, the thing that got me out of it was something called limonene, very concentrated limonene. You can get it on Amazon, and
You can get everything on Amazon.
I know, right? But like this is like an extract that didn't come from cannabis when they made this extract. It came from tangerine peels. And when
Huh.
you mix it with cannabis, it's a more uplifting kind of feeling. But what I did with that, when I've had that, I couldn't smell anything, couldn't taste everything tasted like cigarettes on acid. My lungs were all fucked up, coughing every single day. I wish I knew what you were telling me about at the time. Like, but fucking, it cleared it up like within like a half an hour. It was gone. And
Wow.
what I did, I'd swish it around my mouth and it would burn like a motherfucker. It was like most concentrated uh extract of tangerine peels. And man, it burned like a motherfucker. But then I breathed in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out after I swished it around and then swallowed it and then breathed in
I
and out, in
wonder
and
if
out.
you could actually make tea from tangerine peels and get a similar effect.
Yeah, but like this stuff was like very amplified. I'm talking like big time. It was so
Yeah.
amplified it burns your lips. But it doesn't burn your lips in a bad way. Like spices, it's just like uh, an orange form of burning your lips. I don't know how else to call it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So anyways, so I think me and Ad are gonna hang out for a little bit. I don't want to kick you off, but like
Well, no,
it's
I've got to go anyway. I was just thinking about doing something here, so. But it's been
yeah,
nice to visit, and I'm gonna start building up my finger
yeah,
calluses now. You
you
guys
can
inspired me.
you need to get that guitar to the where the strings are not up so high because that looks like barbed wire, man. That's crazy.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, have
So
somebody adjust that. Find a luthier. I mean, it might not cost too much. It might cost a
there
little
is
bit.
a music instrument shop in town. You know, Corpus Christi is like the Mexican Nashville for the United States. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
This is where
maybe
Selena. This is
they
her
could
hometown.
probably fix that. They could probably fix that guitar for you really good.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
might
any
look
music
into it.
store has somebody who does that. So
That's right.
Yeah. Well, au revoir, mes amis.
All right,
Plaisir de
Denise.
vous parler toujours, hein? Bye-bye.
Have a good
have a
day,
good
Denise.
one.
Take care. Yeah, she's a nice lady. Well, you know, a lot of people find her controversial, but I don't care. I just like to listen. She helps me fall asleep when I listen to her videos. I mean, no, it's not boring. It's just that her voice is just like, it's just like there's male voices that put me to sleep, but it's not because they don't have a good thing to say. It's just that they have that voice. It's just like, all right, I'm ready to go to sleep. But that probably sounds like insulting, but really, I listen to her shit. I go back and re-listen to it. So it's not like I miss anything when I fall asleep. It's just like with Nathan Stoltman, the Lit the Veil show. I could fall asleep on his show all the time, but I go back and rewatch it because it's easy to fall asleep to Nathan's voice when he's not manic. Nathan Stoltman, yeah,
not not
he's
not your cousin or nephew.
my nephew. Yeah, not my
Ah,
nephew, the different Nathan. But anyway, yeah, man. So how's that Southern Comfort?
it's very good.
Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, like I remember it made me really sick because I drank too much of it, but then I had too much of it a number of times.
Well,
The
that's
one
with
that really
everything.
fucked me up was what was that one that tasted like licorice? It made me fucking
Is that
oh
like that French stuff? Pernod,
no, it's
absinthe.
no, it wasn't absent. It was it tasted like licorice. I, I should know this, but I haven't had it since I was a teenager. Um, whatever. It's whatever.
That Greek stuff. What is that called? It tastes like
Man,
licorice.
I had some Greek shit when
Ouzo.
I was a kid. Man, I had a Greek friend, and his parents had this like bar with all this bottles of Greek booze that were as tall as my fucking, nearly as tall up to my chin, like when I was a kid. And I was like, these are tall fucking bottles. And I tried them, and they all tasted like sugary shit and mint and something else. I don't know. I
I
don't know
think
what.
that's ouzo.
Ouzo, that's what I was looking for. Ouzo. Man, I got drunk on that shit when I was at George's house, man. George, I'm not gonna say his last name, but he has
I
a
couldn't
Greek
drink
last
that
name.
shit all night. It's too. No.
Yeah, and I need something straight. I mean, like later on, I found out anything that's flavored or sugary like that. I mean, like they're all a whole bunch of them. It's like endless amounts of alcohol that has added sugar. And that's just like asking for diabetes, man. I mean, granted, I'm
Well,
chasing the straight vodka with some sugar, but it's not like that. I don't have to drink the whole fucking can, you know?
I was surprised when I was a truck driver and I drove through the states. How many people are fucking fat?
Dude, I guess it might be the same way in certain parts of Canada because we're pretty much all connected.
Yeah, in Canada too. I noticed
I bet
nowadays.
British Columbia you could find some fatties. In fact, I know one who might be really kind of a blimp right now.
Who?
From British Columbia. That
Oh,
an ex girl who used to come to my house once. Actually, she came once. She was a student of mine. I taught her Cajun accordion. And like one day she got dialed up for the fucking Skype lesson, and I'm just like looking at her like, man, look, she looks pretty good, you know, when she dials herself up. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of makeup, just a little bit. Just like do your hair good and do whatever, you know, like look like a normal human being and not some scraggly she looked kind of
but
she worked for Hollywood as a key grip or a something grip or something like doing all the fucking manual labor and shit. And she wasn't lesbian, but she was really kind of manly in her womanly ways, you know? I don't know how else to put it.
and what? She's a fatso now.
Yeah, she probably is. I mean, she's 10. She when I was 29, she was in her 30s. She's probably in her late 40s or early 50s by now. Man, it's crazy to think about how age just like it just goes so fast, like how time flies like this. That's how it goes, right? Seems
Need to
like
put my
yesterday
balls
I
in.
was fucking playing at a punk band, you know,
Oh,
16 years old. So man, you got
well,
do you have a we could I don't know, there's got to be some public domain shit that's not public domain per se, but allowed to be played without a copyright strike. Just like everything we did, the only thing we did that got a copyright strike was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard that Nathan showed us, which was fine because all they did was just cut out the 3 some minutes.
yeah.
And I didn't watch the whole thing again to see how it looked and how it fucking reacted with cutting it out. I don't understand how that would work. I don't know how they could finish everything for us. Dude, I gotta get this thing brighter. What the fuck? There we
But
go.
why? You want to show something that is copyrighted?
No, I'm just thinking maybe we could play some music that might be public domain or just not uh harked upon as being copyright. But then it's the record companies, man.
Yeah, if it's from Warner, you're fucked.
Yep. That's right.
But
I mean, like, let we play any Sex Pistols on it, which we wouldn't. But if we did, we would be like,
yeah,
they'd probably chop my head off.
anything right now. Because I used to upload the covers of Ramon stuff, but everything is copyrighted. It's still on
They,
YouTube, but then there's ads on it that I don't get any money from.
yeah, they fucking put ads on covers you do, right?
Yeah,
And like the fucking AI is putting ads on shit that is public domain, yet the only reason they think it's not public domain is that a lot of Cajuns have played the song. And that's why I think that's why I got the copyright warning bullshit.
you
Or
did for any songs that are Cajun songs?
well, like when it comes to like connecting it to if I put the name Mark Savoy in it, all of a sudden I'm fucking like not a copyright strike, but I'll just have ads on it that no money will go to me. And
Mm-hmm.
that's with all of my fucking videos. I have that 13-minute video of me, Nathan, and my dad from back in like 2019 or something. 13 minutes and like lots of different songs on it. We had 3 fucking ads for it, man. And
Yeah,
no
but
money, no
I
money
think
coming
YouTube
my
does that
way.
with everything, with every video.
Yeah, but it's fucking
But
disgusting.
I got
So
YouTube Premium, so I pay for it, so I don't get ads anymore. Nothing.
I'm just thinking, why would they do that and then finally offer me the opportunity to monetize my videos? So I monetized one video that got so many fucking views that they took away the view count. It was like 380 some thousand. Now it's 17,000 plus or 77,000 plus. Before I remember the count. It was 380 some thousand views. And they cut them out. YouTube is a bitch, man. It's a fucking cocksucker. And Susan Wojcicki, I hope she's wallowing in
CEO, the former CEO.
Dude, I wonder who the fuck that was, man. Like he or she used to fuck with Nathan Stoltman of Lit the Veil, like just like asking to see his feet. And this is like, what the fuck is this shit, man? It's like it's got to be a dude because no girl's gonna ask to see anybody's feet, especially us older dudes, right? I mean, fucking,
Yeah, but maybe
dude,
she
no
can.
girls want to look at a dude's foot, right? I mean, it's just like,
Well, they do look at dudes' feet.
do that? Is that a new thing for women?
If you got big feet, it means you got a big dick too.
Oh, well, that would be probably, yeah. See, that's the only thing that turns the girls on about the feet. It's the big feet. They think, oh, big feet, big dick. Well, fuck, I got size 11 shoe, and my dick's about whatever it is. It's when it's hard, it's about 6 point something. And dude, I shouldn't be talking about this online, dude. I mean, it's just kind of stupid. But the whole thing is stupid, man. The what do you call it?
What?
The standards to women are different, but now there's a lot of women who do not want big gigantic cocks. They don't like it because they've been injured, and then yet they still want them. It's fucking weird, man. And my dick is big enough to get a girl off, but like unfortunately MS says you can't do that no more. That's all gone, motherfucker. Or it's not all gone, but it's not good enough for fucking. And I'm admitting that. I'm admitting that on a live stream. Oh my God. Maybe someday they'll have a cure for all the fucking residual. No, there's not going to be a cure for anything. They don't give a fuck about us. I mean, shit.
But you were talking about YouTube and copyright. Wait, did you want to show something or what?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what would be cool to show? Because we didn't get a copyright strike on the Nipple Rector's Nips stuff.
Did you get a copyright strike on that Hitler song?
I don't even know what the fuck that was. Oh, you mean the one the Jew guy making fun of Hitler, right?
No. That they found Hitler's cock under a rock.
Yeah, and it was a Jewish guy that made that, right?
No. That was another. That was Johnny Cohen and the New Age Nazis. No, they found Hitler's cock under a rock. That was from the Angry Samoans.
Oh, I've never heard of them. Fucking well, I'm trying to think who would be all right, I got one. Look in if you can. I just can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
Can you look in Bmorebusker for Guapo and Grinder Man? The Nick Cave material, I've never gotten struck for that. I've had that on there forever. It's my old cat. He was about 18 years old at that point, maybe 17. And it's just like, I thought adding that song, get it on, get
It's your
it
cat.
on. Yeah, from the day that you got born.
There's
Like,
there's a copyright thing on it.
what does it say?
It says music, one song, get it on, Grinder Man.
What's the copyright thing say? I never, I mean, I never got a copyright strike.
No? You sure?
Yeah, I never got notified by that. But like, is it's still there?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, man.
Do you see in the bottom there? It says
Yeah,
here.
that's the video, man. That's when my
No, but
bed
look
was
at
a nice
this.
bed. That's the video.
Do you see
See-
that in the bottom?
I can't really read. What does it say?
Music, one song, get it on, Grinder.
Can't be. Does it say can't be played in certain countries or something? Shit like that.
I don't know.
Well, like, see if it plays. And you can see Guapo in action, man. He was a dude, man.
On the day that you got born.
Maybe if you talk over it.
No, it's
don't know.
okay, man. I mean, I've had this video on since
They
like
had
he
to
was
dig
alive.
him from the
That was a
ground.
long time
They
ago.
chipped him from the frozen snow. They dug his monkey fingers, but he had nowhere to go. They dug his pink
He'll
hair
probably get another
curlers.
copyright
They dug
warning.
his sequin gown. They dug his
But I don't know if it was a
Stratocaster.
real
They
strike,
dug his
because
pornographic
Hold on, I'll turn it down a bit because I can't hear you. What's that?
I might get a copyright warning, but I don't think it's a strike because this video has been up forever and ever.
Yeah, they do that too. They give you a warning.
What's that?
They do that too. They give you a warning. Like they say, yeah, it can't be played in certain countries.
Countries, yeah. I don't. Did it say that? I don't know. I'm gonna check it on my YouTube, and I don't know how it showed that to you.
Well, it showed me that there was a song on there that's they recognize a song. So
he drank panther piss and fucked the girls you're probably married to. He's got some words of wisdom. I got some words of wisdom. He's got some words of wisdom. They got some words of wisdom. Get it on. Get it on.
He was not a nice.
what was
cat,
that with
man.
the smell my fingers?
Yeah, like you have to let him like know you're not a threat. Because like if you stare him straight in the eyes, if you did, then he'd look at you like, I'm gonna kick your ass, you know? But you know the thing, like, I didn't do it, but the former owner had declawed his front paws, which is really disgusting. But it was done, and I'm glad it was done. But I didn't ask for it, but it was just done by, it was a secondhand cat. The thing was 7 months old, and I took it on for way less than the going price for a kitten of that variety. And I should have had a kitten because that thing was a real nasty motherfucker all through its life. But at times, there was times when he would just open up and act like a normal animal, like that's a domestic animal. It's like he's got so many. He's got 3 varieties of cat in Guapo. He had 3 varieties. There was the serval as the father. That's a fucking African wildcat. So that's the 50%. And the other, you have the 25% domestic, and then 25% Asian leopard cat, which is like one of these tree-dwelling Asian cats.
Mm-hmm.
And they made them into what's called the Bengal. That's a different hybrid. So you got 3 cats in one. He was like Franken-Kitty, but he lived for 22 fucking years, man.
That's
And he
old.
never got one fucking vaccination. Not one. Ah. Yeah, dude, do not give your animals vaccinations, right? If I'm just talking to other people.
Can I show a video? Then I'll go take a
Oh,
piss and
absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man.
refill my glass.
Yeah, brother.
You won't get a copyright strike for this one.
All right, man, play it.
If you do, well,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, dude. It's just gonna be a warning or something.
it's an old Dutch punk band.
Can't understand a word he's saying. But then again, that's like American punk, you know? Wow, man. That must have been like 70s or something. Or early 80s. The guy. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Wiping off all the beers. Holy shit. Holy shit, man. Is that a what's he spraying, dude? What are they spraying? That'll fuck with man.
Ich kenne mich im Sinne der Anklage nicht schuldig.
Yeah, man. Fucking old school, man. Yeah, dude. Fucking, it really reached out your way, man. That's Holland, right?
Yeah.
So, like, so what are they saying with high, dicka high, dicka high, dicka high? What are they saying?
It's a requiem for Martin Heidegger. It's a German philosopher.
Oh,
they,
okay, yeah,
They
okay.
sing it in Dutch more or less because it's Heidegger, but they sing it like high dikke, which means high fat. So
So like that kind of reminds me of like the early 90s in Baltimore, but yet yeah, like there was dancing like that back then in the early 90s, but then later on everybody became a pussy. They couldn't dance around like that. Me and my brother got a lot of damage in fucking warehouses from fucking real punk bands and that's what it was, man. We'd dance around in this shitty fucking. We'd have like our noses would be full of like black soot. When we blow our noses, this black shit would come out the next day, and that was a common occurrence for anyone who went to the loft. Oh shit, man! Look up the loft ruins. Like this is the guitar player after I left for this girl that I was getting involved with. But like, yeah, I was deemed yeah, fuck you, Jim. You fucking sold out for your girl. And now they're the sellouts because they all have their kids and their fucking jobs and their shit.
but, hold on, but look what I get for fucking search results. It's all anime kind of shit.
The RUINZ.
Oh, Z.
Yeah, RUINZ. Shit. It still comes up with fucking Japanese animation bullshit. What the fuck is this? Where's this fucking... God damn, dude. This is the state of YouTube. You can't fucking find a video that you watched a long time ago, maybe not that long ago. It's filled up with a bunch of trash.
Yeah, I know.
It's trash.
Now it keeps coming up with the fucking anime shit.
Did you look up? All right, try this. The ruins are RUINZ at the loft or something. At the loft. LOFT. Ruins at the loft.
First one?
I don't know. Let's see if this is it. What does it say? Yeah. That's where I used to play all the time, man. That place That's what I say to BLM. Yeah, I mean, like there was one recording of that, but that was right after I left the band. But we used to play in that scuzz hole for like, dude. We come home, there's like black shit in our noses. We blow our sinuses out with this black shit, and maybe that's a part of the reason I've got MS, or maybe the vaccinations that my mom insisted I got for everything. Jabs. The jabs. I shouldn't say that. God bless my mother.
Jan X Jeff says he loves the ruins, but he was thinking of the Japanese group. Is there a Japanese ruins?
There probably is. I mean, like I remember when our band started out, I know it was 97. So I was looking around the internet. There was nobody called the Ruins. And then all of a sudden, like 3, 4, 5 years later, then there's 1,000 Ruins bands. So, and also my first band was called The Used, if you can believe that. The Used is one of these really popular pop punk bands. And fucking fellow bandmates were like, yeah, they stole our fucking name and our logo. Actually, they did have our logo to begin with, so that's kind of a ripoff. Like, dude, we could have earned millions of dollars. These motherfuckers have millions. We had nothing, fucking bullshit. Steal the fucking band's name and their logo. Yeah. It's fucking bullshit.
Hold on, I'll play that so I can ask. Yes, Jeff. I'll show you what I found on YouTube. Looks Japanese. What is that? Just a bass player and a drummer?
That's what it sounds like.
I don't like this shit. Sorry.
It sounds like SST California shit.
I'll see if there's more.
Dude, every
rooms.
time I put in the fucking I put in the goddamn. Dude, this is fucked up, man. Everything that comes up, I put in my own shit, and it comes up with the fucking other band called The Used. It's so fucking disgusting, dude. I mean, first of all, like, maybe they didn't intentionally steal the band name The Used, but
Can turn on the
they
light.
used our fucking logo. The fucking used our fucking logo. The cocksuckers. I don't know, man. There's gotta be some. I'm gonna find some stuff on my computer, but I hope it's still there. Shit.
Japanoise. Or do you pronounce it Japanois?
Well, it depends. Are they mixing Japanese with French?
Oui, oui, c'est un groupe japonais.
Maybe that's how they say it, I guess. I don't know.
Sometimes they're so crazy here in Quebec. When they try to speak English, for instance, they say made in Japan.
That's
So
kind of
what?
like Sweden kind of does that. Like they take off kind of like a third syllable to make it like their own word, or, you know, like yeah, I think next time I'm gonna have to be prepared. This is just an impromptu fucking stream. But like we had this song called Punch Him in the Face, and it was by, we had 3 singers in this band called The Used, and this was long before fucking that fucking popular band. And we had 3 singers and 3 personalities, and like it was kind of cool because it mixed, you know. And there's this song called Punch Him in the Face by Todd I shouldn't say his last name. Todd, punch him in the face. He's another fucking jock. He's another fucking waste. Oi, hey, punch him in the face. He's another fucking jock. He's another fucking waste. Went to the bar on a Saturday night. Had a few beers and I got in a fight. Saw a fucking jock in a no fair shirt. He messed with me, so I gave him the works. Yeah, dude, I remember that song, man. That was my first fucking band, dude. And like I'm like thinking, wait a minute, you're about 16 years old, Todd. You're not going to a bar on a Saturday night. Went to a bar on a Saturday night. Oh, come on, man. Shit. This is like whatever, man. Whatever, Todd. I'm gonna have to show him this video. He'll probably get a kick out of it, or maybe not. Who knows? How come I can't see my face in the StreamYard on this screen? I can see it on YouTube, but I can't see it on StreamYard. It's weird.
Who? Why, you want to share a YouTube video?
No, I was just trying to find my face. Our face is on the main screen. I can see that we're on the main screen on YouTube, but I can't see our faces on. I can see it below, but I in the green room, but I can't see us on the main page. That's just so fucking weird. That was like that so many times. Went to a bar on a Saturday night, had a few beers, and I got in a fight. Saw a jock in a no fear shirt. He messed with me, so I gave him the works. That's right. That's right. Oh, hey, punch him in the face. He's another fucking jock. He's another fucking waste. I mean, like, yeah, that's us, our child minds, We didn't like the jocks because they didn't like us, so whatever. I don't know how to get us in the same picture unless I'm on fucking YouTube. Shit. Let's go to. I think I'm gonna have to take a leak in a little bit. How you holding up there, brother? Are you still there, my friend? Can you hear me? No, there's something really wrong with this shit. God damn it. I think they do this shit on purpose and make the StreamYard to be a bitch. Mm-hmm. All right, so I can see you right now that I'm on YouTube, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? You look like a skeleton. Oh, shit. Something's really wrong with this shit. Are you still there? I can't hear you, man. Say something. Hello. I can't hear you, man. Fuck. Well, this was impromptu, so it's not like anything official. I mean, I'm glad you're here, man, but I can't fucking hear you. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's on my end. Maybe it's... Dude, sometimes this thing mutes itself. Fuck. No, it's not X'd out, so I should be able to hear you, man. Maybe it's Canada. Well, is that can you hear me? What's going on here? I guess he left. All right, so that's that. The impromptu stream is done. See ya.
Had to restart my computer. It froze up. I couldn't hear anything. Nothing played. Jim is gone, so I'm gonna end it. See you later.